Welcome in YouTube to patch 6.55 Reacts. First look, all that good stuff of Final Fantasy XIV. We're gonna get right into it today. I'm excited. We have new Manderville weapons. We just have like 3 new MSQ quests, so it's gonna be a good time. It's gonna be a good time. This video specifically is just for MSQ. There will be a separate one up for the Manderville stuff. But don't forget to let me know what you're thinking of these videos, YouTube. Comment, like, subscribe. I almost said lament because, you know. And that you can catch me on Twitch at twitch.tv/CalebGames here, where I stream Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, starting between 9 and 10 a.m. Pacific time. I love you, YouTube, and let's hop on over to the gameplay, because for, like old times, I did the, intro at the start instead of at the end, because I knew exactly what was going to be in this video. Hold on one second. Is this set to 100%? It is. All right. Perfect. Ah, Aerolith. One of my clerks was just here with a message for you. The students of Baldessian request your presence in Charlian at your earliest convenience. Indebted as I am to our friends, I had hoped that I might be of service, but it is you alone that they require. If you've no pressing business, pray make your way to the Baldessian Annex at once. Ojika awaits your arrival. In the meantime, I shall continue showing Ajdaya the city. From notable landmarks to the people's lives, there is still much and more for her to see. Farewell for now, my friend. I look forward to the day we set forth on another adventure together. Hell yeah. Alright, let's return then to Charlian. Because, yeah. We only have 3 quests, but they're all basically going to be setting up Dawntrail. Let's slow it just a smidge. Let me know, YouTube, what you think of like the new little thing around my webcam. The only thing that's changed is it now has a drop shadow and a glow. But this is technically the second video actually recorded, but probably the first one that's going to go up to YouTube. With this, Stream hasn't even seen it yet. But they will actually see it before YouTube does. Or at the same time, actually. Probably same time. A warm and hearty welcome to you, Aerolith. I gather you received our message. Please wait here while I fetch Kryl and Grah. Is it going to be voice acted? That is the biggest question. Is it going to be voice acted? I don't think so. Thank you for coming on such short notice. And forgive us for sending you so soon after your trials in the Void, to say nothing of the grueling battle against the 12. Now then, we aren't actually the ones who require your presence, but Arinville. He stopped by recently, you see, and asked us to reach out to you on his behalf. Okay. Now the camera's just a smidge too low. I imagine you're as surprised as we are, given that he was supposed to be away on a long expedition. Something must have necessitated a change in his plans. All he would tell me is that there is someone whom he wishes Aerolith to meet. He also mentioned that he would be tending to business at the studio. Shall we look for him there? Absolutely. Let's go meet who I'm assuming is the female Hrothgar from, what's it called? It's going to be in Dawntrail. Is it indeed? Well, all I see right now is Kryl. Now then, where is Arinville? This one's gonna be exact. I can feel it.
Arinville!
There we go. I was right.
Apologies for the wait. I hope I haven't called you away from anything important.
No,
I chanced upon some commissioned items at my destination, so I thought I might deliver them.
You know, just working on my island and stuff, but yeah, this is more important.
Where did you go, if I may ask?
The New World. Tural.
You went to Tural. Then the person who you wish to introduce...
Aye, she hails from there. I present to you...
Is she invisible? Do they have invisible?
It seems you've lost her.
Did she wander off?
Here she comes. I was wrong. She wasn't invisible.
Sorry. It's just so different here. I can't help but want to explore.
Well, while you were exploring, your candidate came to us. This is her, the adventurer you crossed the seas to meet.
Ooh, you weren't exaggerating. It's plain she's no ordinary woman.
Aerolith might have a
Tiamat,
crush.
Claimant to the throne of Tulihuela.
I might have a crush. Does that make me a furry? Possibly. Am I gonna be embarrassed by that? Fuck no.
Tulihuela.
Yeah, that was in the letter, Kryl.
It's Tural's governing nation. The capital bears the same name.
I'll get to the point. I want you to come with me to my homeland.
Given the magnitude of the request, perhaps you should explain why you're making it?
Probably. That would be good to know.
Of course. Soon, an event of great import will be held in Tural. The Rite of Succession. Taking the form of a contest, it will determine who next ascends the throne. As daughter to its present keeper, I will participate. And I have every intention of winning. I was searching for champions to join me when Erenville told me about you. A mighty warrior who knows no fear, who sweeps aside terrible fiends as if they were reeds, who flew to the edge of existence and saved our star.
She asked who Eorzea's greatest hero was, and so I told her. Much more elegantly, I might add.
Bro, it's fine. She gets straight to the point. I like that.
Now you know why. You'll come to Tural, yes?
Yeah, absolutely!
Wait, let's all just slow down.
Stop it, Graha. This is a new adventure. Did you not want to go on new adventures? Shut it.
Wooklamat, was it? You claim to be of the royal family, but is it not the Mamulja who rule in Tural?
Tulihuela is a nation of many peoples. Not only the Mamulsha, as some across the seas are quick to assume.
Oh, you just got your ass called out, Graha.
That said, its present ruler is a Mamulsha, and one blessed with two heads besides.
That's the guy from the trailer that we're fighting. Or that Meteor's
He's also my father. Not by blood, obviously, but he raised me as his own, and that's what matters.
Okay.
So that is the way of it. My apologies if I was indelicate.
Damn right, your apologies.
Hardly. I know little about your land, and nothing about your parentage. But in my eagerness, I've gotten ahead of myself.
No! What do you mean the connection to the server was lost? Alright, and we're back. I mean, I can just cut the cutscenes together, but we're just gonna pick up this one here. Because I can't believe my freaking internet crashed on me! Ah! But also, it's gonna be funny to watch Raha get pushed again.
Hardly. I know little about your land, and nothing about your parentage. But in my eagerness, I've gotten ahead of myself. I can't expect you to agree on the spot when we've only just met. If you have any questions, I'll do my best to answer them. Just know, though, that if it's adventure you seek, you could do far worse than come with me.
Fair. And Raha does
No.
seek adventure.
This is only a rumor.
Ooh. Give me the deets.
But apparently, the contest will involve the fabled city of gold and the legendary beast, Valyarmanda.
Ooh, is that the giant Godzilla thing?
Tell me that doesn't pique your interest.
Well, I need more information on what the Valley monster is. Oh shit, we have heard about the Golden City though. Emmett Selk told us.
So the tales have reached even these shores. I can't help but feel proud.
Yeah?
I advise you not to put much store by these rumors. Golden cities are not but a dreamer's fancy.
Shut up.
Says the dreamer who was bent on finding one when he was a child. Just because you failed doesn't mean it doesn't exist.
Wait, Arenvale, you are from there?
Tuliolal and the Golden City. Just like in the letter to Grandfather.
Yeah, just like in the letter.
Regardless of what the contest may entail, it'll be no simple thing. If I'm to triumph, I'll need capable and dependable companions. So let's go on a hunt together. There's no better way to get acquainted.
True that. Let's do this. Although you should probably know, all the S-Ranks hunts are currently down because of maintenance, so we might have to wait to hunt till tomorrow. Alright. The chance to see not only Turol, but the fabled Golden City besides. This is the stuff of grand adventures, my friend. Which is not to say you should hastily accept this invitation, mind. There's still a great deal we do not know. So let us begin to rectify that by first getting acquainted with our visitor in the manner she suggests. Yeah, what thing are we gonna have to go hunt? I'm not certain what might be a suitable location for her hunt, however. Arenvale's got an idea. When I was at the guild earlier, I learned about a petition from researchers on the Isle of Ham. You went there not long ago and culled some unruly fauna, of course, but according to recent reports, other ordinarily docile fauna have grown savage. It's believed that they've been unsettled by some manner of predator, and so the researchers seek assistance with identifying and dispatching it. As part of your hunt, perhaps you might answer the petition. Sounds like a plan to me. The isle isn't far, and we should also be helping those in need. That works for me. Just so you know, I've honed my skills against some of the fiercest beasts in Turol. Whatever this creature is, it had better be able to put up a proper fight, or it'll end before we have the chance to get acquainted. She's a warrior. And I don't just mean that in like, she's a warrior. No, she's got an axe on her back. She's a warrior. She doesn't seem like a person who would forget her job still. And before we can prove ourselves capable and dependable companions... My apologies, but I must see to some preparations. Pray go on ahead to the Isle. I will join you as soon as possible. We got some good music rolling right now. If the rest of you are ready, let us head to the harbor. This being guild ship business, it should be simple enough to secure a vessel. This is the right pier, right? Yes. I'm assuming we're gonna go into like a duty. Yeah. Well, Wuklet, you appear broken when I try to look at you. So we have to take a ship. Oh, and I've barely set foot on dry land. Oh well, I suppose it's for a good cause. A hunt. Come on, let's get going. Several cutscenes will play in sequence. Of course! It sinks down to item level 660. I'm only at item level like 659, so there's that.
From here, we must walk.
So much ice. It rivals even Yoctural.
Yoctural.
Oh, a white bear. I wonder what it tastes like.
Remember, we're here to deal with creatures that have been deemed an unacceptable danger. Do not attack anything else unprovoked.
I know. I know. So this is the isle where ether literally bursts forth.
It is indeed. Welcome.
Aye, the Isle of Ham. The geysers lie deep inland, however.
You really are knowledgeable. Kona told me nothing about this place.
I doubt your brother managed to come out this way. He's like to have toured facilities like Labyrinthos, however.
The great big cavern under the city. It's amazing that they could make a sky down there complete with a sun.
This brother of yours, he has been to Sharlayan.
He has. Kona's my second older brother, and until recently he was a student in this city. He went on and on about technological amusements. It made me want to come here too one day. And so I did. I think I understood something of how he felt when I set foot in his beloved studium.
Oh, yeah?
He went to the studio. Your brother must be quite a scholar.
Oh, we're gonna find out who his brother is. Who her brother is, my
But
apologies.
I wonder, like you, he'd be royalty, yes? With such a personage coming to Sharlayan to receive an education would surely have caused a stir, yet I recall nothing of the sort.
He consulted with the head of the studium beforehand, that his identity might remain secret.
Oh.
Being Mikote, he had no trouble blending in. He's adopted like me, you see.
It's a Makote.
One time, though, he almost let it slip to a professor. It was all he could do to parry the barrage of questions.
Yeah.
Having no shortage of questions myself, I can imagine.
Ask whatever you like. I don't mind. But I maintain, hunting together is the best way to get to know someone.
The researchers should be up ahead. Let's find them and learn what we can.
Okay. Alright, duty commenced.
The researchers should be just ahead.
You literally just said that, buddy.
There. The building to the northeast.
So, ordinarily harmless creatures have grown savage.
Don't know what's got them riled up, but I'll take down any that thinks to try me.
Let me stance up. Okay, easy enough. Oh, they're fighting something.
Look! Someone's in trouble!
Someone help!
Yeah? Taste my axe!
I swear! I know she said taste my axe, but it sounded like she said taste my ass. And Luke Lambert, believe me, I'm sure there's people in the 14 fandom who would love to. Are you alright? Yes, thanks to you. Oh, thank goodness you've come. I take it you're the one who answered our petition? Wait, aren't you? You are! Aerolith! The adventurer who saved our star. With that, our meeting was under better circumstances. I was conducting a routine inspection of the transporter here when I suddenly found myself surrounded. You'll find more of the same across the chasm, once docile animals grown strangely aggressive. My colleagues there can tell you more. If you'll just give me a moment, I can finish checking our equipment. Okay.
You really are famous.
Indeed I am. I saved the goddamn star. God's damn star.
And for good reason, as you'll soon see for yourself.
Yeah. They're all level question mark, believe me. We're all level 9. Graha might be like level 86.
Quite an interesting contraption you've got here.
Is that our petitioner? Let's go and have a chat.
Let's go, indeed. The adventurer come to answer my petition. Whoops. I presume we're most fortunate to have one of your considerable skill here to aid us. A creature of unknown origin has been sighted on the island in recent days, and we believe its presence has affected the local fauna. The animals beyond this gate are the worst affected we've encountered thus far, though we dare not go back. Your task is to quell any threats you find and search for traces of the beast responsible for all this. If you should find anything at all, we would be most grateful if you would share it with us.
I'll handle this.
Well, what are you doing? That's like LB.
Hold still.
Okay. Aerolith might be a little smitten.
Let's pick up the creature's trail.
Yep. Oh, there's a carcass over here. You find ravaged beast remains torn to shreds by sharp
These claw
talons.
marks. I've seen their like before.
Have you really?
It's starting to feel like a proper hunt.
There has to be a clue here somewhere. Okay. You find feathers are scattered about the ground. There are signs of a fierce struggle.
But did they belong to the predator or the prey?
The predator.
So, how do you prefer our prey? Roasted or raw?
I'll take mine rare.
You presume it's even safe to eat?
Valid. Oh, there it is. Animal leavings. The cloying stench of fresh leavings assails your nostrils. Whatever beast left is likely still
fresh.
close by.
Whatever this beast, it cannot be far.
Why am I single targeting? We're in an AoE setting here.
Do you suppose they're upset we disturbed their home?
No, I think they're defending something.
Let's head back and report what we found.
Alright. I'm gonna get there first. Y'all can't catch me. Haha. Looking, she's gonna find it. Yep. She found it.
Powerful wings and razor-sharp talons. Worthy prey.
Oh shit. Not what I thought.
Ah! What is that thing?
It's mocking her.
It speaks?
Right. We must go further.
It's heading towards the falls.
Yep.
I'll stay with the researchers. The creature, I leave to you.
Fair.
come, Woklamat.
Right.
She's second guessing herself. That's not good. Damn.
Just so we're clear, I wasn't startled by the beast earlier. It caught me by surprise, that's all.
Absolutely. I believe
Forgive
you.
me, but I fail to see a difference.
I'm getting hungry. Let's be done with this so we can eat.
Agreed.
Caught me by surprise! Caught me by surprise!
Think you're clever, huh? I'll rip off that beak and roast you on a spit!
Giant colibri.
Talk all you like, bird. I'm going to have the last laugh. Oh, I'm going to enjoy sinking my teeth into you.
I'm going to have the last laugh!
It almost sounds mechanical.
Shut up already, you blasted bird!
And I can't tell if, like, if that was just a choice or if, like, maybe this thing is mechanical.
Look out! I've never seen such an enormous colibri.
Sticky spit?
Not good. Quickly, gather together.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
I've got you.
That was too close.
Steady now.
I wish their thing worked like that. The warrior thing. Like, I wish it kind of worked like a rescue. We're gonna be at this one. Would you quit flying around? Damn.
Spread out, everyone.
You pay for that.
It gives you 30 seconds to get out. Oh shit, that's why it gives you 30 seconds. Because you gotta then fight the whirlwinds and save your friends.
Thank you.
Ruffling of Feathers ability, huh? Oh. Fight the wings.
That was hardly a tickle.
Try this.
She has primal rended. Damn.
Nothing to it. We have you now, you
Loudmouth bastard!
I love it.
Throw everything you have at it.
I mean, it's almost dead, Raha. We got this. And just like that, it is dead. And that's duty complete. Let's go! Bam, 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 bam.
And I had barely limbered up.
Sure. You're shaking with fear.
It was a terrible foe, but no match for your axe.
Only to be expected. You were pretty impressive yourselves. I was right to invite you on a hunt.
Yes, you were.
But what a curious bird that was. Though we have similar in Tural, they don't grow so big or use such dirt.
Damn it.
Dirty tricks, dirty tricks.
Aye, dirty and despicable. Otherwise, I could have easily...
It's weakened.
Leave this to me.
We get to see her be a Pictomancer!
Have at you.
It's a Mog. I'm so happy. I'm so happy.
Kryl.
I am terribly, terribly sorry to have kept you all waiting.
She arrived as I was seeing the researchers to safety. It was all I could do to keep up with her after I explained what happened.
So this is what you meant by seeing to preparations?
After hearing of the contest, I thought how wonderful it would be to join you. In coming here, I wanted to demonstrate my skill at arms to Wuklamut. Alas, it seems I missed most of the action.
That's okay.
That was amazing! The piece didn't stand a chance!
I'm glad to have been of service.
May I ask what inspired this change?
You will recall the time you descended to the ethereal sea in search of Heidelin. Recognizing that my skills were inadequate, I chose to provide support from afar, rather than join you.
Oh, she's in like a whole little outfit now!
It was the same when you set forth for Ultima Thule. How it pained me to stay behind, again and again.
At least I think that's a different outfit than normal. Because I think it's normally like a longer...
That's what inspired this change. Ever since the final days were averted, I've used every spare moment to hone my craft.
Hell yeah, Kryl.
As you all have adapted your methods to suit the circumstances, I started by considering how I might best contribute. And after much deliberation, I arrived at my answer.
Oh, it's adorable.
With the esoteric art passed down by the legendary Archon realm, Pictomancy.
Reminds me of Doodle Bob. That's what that was.
As I recall, you have embraced versatility to effectively complement a certain someone's style.
Yeah, he really did. To compliment Folly's, huh? Because it definitely is not me.
What I do is much the same. Like you, I don't want to be left behind.
Aww.
Indeed.
I'm so happy!
I must say, you appear to be especially keen on being involved in the ritual of succession. Is there any particular reason?
Yeah, she got a letter from Granddad.
Yes, there is. This letter from Tuli Yolal. It was addressed to my grandfather Galuf and turned up among the students' archives. The ink was faded, so I couldn't fully make out the sender's name. Galul, someone.
Jaja. Gulul Jaja. That's my father, the Dawn servant. What does the letter say?
While much of it isn't legible, it appears to be a request to investigate the Golden City.
A request to investigate the Golden City? From the Dawn servant himself?
That was so long ago?
Seems it may be more than a rumor after all.
Yeah?
Being a member of the royal family, it was my hope that you could confirm the authenticity of this letter.
You look very almost angry, but I'm gonna say that's determination. You're determined. Knowing that the rat might someday eat spaghetti.
I can say for a fact that my father didn't write this.
Oh shit.
Given how culturally diverse Tuli Yolal is, it was decided some time ago that a common language was needed. But instead of elevating an existing tongue and its speakers above all others, we looked to those widely spoken overseas and created an altogether new one.
Okay.
The similarities to your common tongue also make it quite easy to communicate in these situations, no? This letter, however, is entirely in Eorzean. If Father had written this, he would have been in Turali.
Valid point.
What's more, it bears a wax seal. We don't bother with them.
Okay.
So the letter is fraudulent, then?
But why?
Oh, I didn't mean to say that. My father's signature is genuine, as far as I can tell, so perhaps he simply dictated it.
Okay. Someone else wrote it.
I see. Oh, thank you for the confirmation. It seems my grandfather indeed had dealings with Tuli Yolal. I can't help but be curious as to what exactly he was doing there. In order to help us decide on a course of action, would you mind if I asked you some questions about your home?
By all means. After all, learning about one another was the purpose of this hunt.
This is true.
We can talk while feasting on this fellow. I, for one, am starving.
We're eating that.
Yeah. You got a problem with it, Raha? It's bird, so we gotta make sure we cook it thoroughly, probably, but... With the wildlife pacified and the researchers safe, our task is complete. That just leaves the matter of the colibri meat. For better or for worse, there's really only one place we can take it here in Charlian. The last stand. Come, let us see what Dickon can cook up for us. Indeed. Well now, there's a famished face if I've ever seen one. What can I get you, Aerolith? Aha! Bird meat from the hunt, you say? Leave it to me. I have just the recipe. It's a new dish I recently learned with some sailors. And for you lot, it's on the house. Have as much as you like, you hear? Yeah, buddy, we hear. We hear. So many food scenes in India.
Come, come. Let's enjoy the bounty of our first outing together.
Jesus, that's a big bite.
I'd heard that Charlian cuisine was terrible, but this is fantastic.
That's because we brought you to the last stand, the only place that knows how to use salt here.
What is this? Oh, it smells spicy.
That was probably some of Zero's curry.
Oh, come now. Since when did you become so soft? It's not like we don't have spicy food in Tural, too.
I'm waiting for someone to mention that she keeps basically saying he's from Tural.
According to Dickon, intensely hot dishes have become popular in Razadhan after a traveller ordered a curry with several times the usual amount of spice. So he started offering the same in order to please the growing Harnish population here in Sharlayan.
I was right, it was Zero's curry. That wasn't me.
It's nothing I can't handle.
She's crying.
Your boorish manners reflect poorly on the both of us. I wish you would consider your station.
Bro, fucking chill, it's fine.
I swear, sometimes it feels like you open your mouth only to criticize.
Would I be correct in assuming you've known each other for a long time?
Here we go. Finally someone's gonna ask it.
Aye, thick as thieves since we were little.
I beg to differ. She is a long-standing acquaintance. Nothing more.
You two totally, maybe, possibly might have dated, huh? Or one of you liked the other and they got turned down.
I see.
All this time you were from Tural. Oh, would that I had known sooner. There's so much I'd like to ask.
Yeah?
You and everyone else. I've kept it quiet so as to avoid the endless interrogations.
Well, if he's going to be a miser, I'll be happy to tell you about our homeland instead.
Okay.
Since ancient times, many peoples have called Tural home, and they've been fighting each other for nearly as long. The fighting finally stopped some 80 years ago, when the reigning Dawn Servant unified the disparate communities and founded a new nation.
And that's how Tuliolal came to be.
Since then, we've enjoyed an era of uninterrupted peace. But my father is getting old, and he wishes to relinquish the throne to a worthy successor. One who can preserve his legacy. Including myself, there are 4 claimants to the throne. But while we all have the right to participate, one among us cannot be allowed to rule.
Oh?
A man who is too ambitious by half. Word of the Garlean Empire's collapse has reached Tural. While most are simply relieved, he sees weakness to exploit and would lead our armies across the seas on a campaign of conquest.
Ah.
After everything my father has done to give us peace, he would drag us back into war.
We can't have that. But there's the conflict for the next
I can't allow it. No matter what, I must win this contest.
I understand your reasons. But this being an event that will dictate the course of your nation's future, is it appropriate for outsiders like us to be involved?
I don't think it is. I'm kind of with Graha on this one.
Oh, it's more than appropriate. The Dawn Servant himself expressly encourages it. The ruler of Tural must navigate the intricacies of myriad cultures, and there's no better way to prove oneself qualified to do so than to work with foreign allies.
Okay, if you spin it that way.
I sought you out. Through our hunt, I've confirmed that you're a warrior of considerable skill, but more importantly, one of good character as well. And so I ask you, will you lend me your strength and help me win the throne of Tulihualal?
Do we even have to consider Aerolith? Come on, you know we're gonna do it.
You don't need to decide right this moment.
Yes, I do.
But I will need you if I'm to triumph over the competition. I'll stay here as long as I can while waiting for your answer.
Okay.
In that case, allow us to prepare a room for you at the Baldessian Annex.
I'll take her
That's
there.
very kind of you. Oh, and one more thing. Once we finish eating, would you mind if I took the rest of the meat?
Absolutely. I love her. She's amazing. Whether Wuk-Lamet has the makings of a ruler, I couldn't say, but I do know that she cares deeply for her nation and her people. Whether you choose to help her, though, is for you and you alone to decide. Think on it well. Now then, it's past time I reported our mission's success to the guild ship. I would have done so sooner, except Her Highness needed to have her royal meal. I shall come by the annex later. Till then. Baba Ganoush. Caviar Sam. Okay, wait. Anything with critical hit and direct hit? No. Alright, Raha. Rahatia is mulling over what you have learned of Wuk-Lamet and her plan. Well, I dare say we now have a fair grasp of Wuk-Lamet's situation. Still, you've been afforded time to consider her invitation. Why not use it to learn more about Tural? New Manon is bound to have some information on the continent. Just the thought of burying myself in books makes me sleepy. Talking about mysterious lands and unknown wonders here, I'm confident we'll find reports so thrilling as to drive any thoughts of napping from your mind. Come, my friend, let us be off to the archives. Yeah. Unblemished book. It is impossible to adequately discuss Eorzean cuisine without speaking of that land from which many of our modern-day staples hail, the far western continent of Tural. Ogre pumpkins, ruby tomatoes, even the ubiquitous popato. These crops and more that regularly grace Eorzean dining tables trace their origins to the New World, as this place is known to most. The tale of this culinary immigration begins in the year 1498 of the 6th Astral Era, when a Lominsan sailor named Kettenram successfully traversed the Indigo Deep to arrive at the theretofore unknown continent. Kettenram spent several moons exploring inland, in the course of which he encountered the denizens of the sprawling nation of Mamulja. He was even granted an audience with their supreme leader, whose confidence he won along with permission to roam freely. Kettenram would return to Tural several times, but during his first expedition he charted the land and gathered myriad root vegetables and seeds to bring back to Limsa Lominsa. The most notable of these was the popato, whose ease of cultivation and nutritional value saw it quickly spread to all corners of Eorzea. Produce was far from the only bounty of Kettenram's expeditions to Tural. Many tantalizing recipes such as the bean-filled burrito and gripping legends such as that of the Golden City reached our shores by way of his ship. To those outside of Kettenram's circle, Tural largely remains shrouded in mystery, yet its influence on our cuisine cannot be overstated. How many scholars, myself included, would relish the chance to immerse themselves in the culinary culture of that faraway continent. Faded Tome. Every land has given rise to unique wildlife, and the continent of Tural is no exception. Yet while some of her creatures have become a familiar sight in Eorzea, many and more exist that are rarely seen outside, or seen this side of the Indigo Deep. This tome introduces a select variety of species described in the testimonies of sailors and adventurers. Alpaca. Accustomed to Tural's craggy mountain ranges, this four-legged beastkin has been domesticated for seemingly hundreds, if not thousands, of years. Their soft white fleece is highly prized by weavers, while their strong legs and sure-footedness make them capable beasts of burden. Wyvern. This ferocious scalekin is native to the dense jungles of Turol. The Mamulja have succeeded in taming them and utilize their prodigious strength for manual labor. Given their immense size and power, it should come as no surprise that the Wyvern is also employed as a siege beast. Enemy fortifications cannot long withstand this horned brute's rampage. Valagarmanda. Turali folklore holds that this bird-like creature is the mightiest of beasts and the very embodiment of nature's power. Whether it exists beyond myth, however, is uncertain. Okay, so that is not the Godzilla thing like I thought it was. Or like I was thinking it might be. Let us begin by comparing the geographical characteristics of the three great continents in Turol. The former stretches from east to west and lies entirely within the northern hemisphere. In contrast, the latter extends to the far reaches of both northern and southern hemispheres, and a difference immediately presents itself in the form of climate variance. Shifts in climate tend to be gentler when moving east and west, but harsher when moving north and south. Owing to this fact, longitudinal migration is far more common in history, whether it be by men, animals, or plants. A case in point is the Allegans, who rose to power in Aldenard before advancing east into Ilsabar. Their movement would be mirrored thousands of years later by the Garleans. Meanwhile, although the disparate tribes of Turol waged war with one another for generations, stymied by the climate, none could make any great headway north or south. Tribes hailing from frozen lands withered beneath the desert sun, while those that thrived in open plains could not pierce dense jungles. Such was the way of it until the leader of the Mamulja succeeded in bringing the continent under one banner. Given the land's divided history and the reason thereof, one cannot help but be in awe of this feat. Truly, it is a testament to the autarch's greatness. Blue-covered book. It's mine! You can't have it. You can have it when I'm done. The origins of blue magic can be traced back to the esoteric practices of the Wallaki, a tribe in the distant continent of Turol. The tribe holds nature in the highest, and in seeking to cultivate a spiritual connection with it, they have learned to harness the power of the wildlife around them. In exchange for teaching them the common tongue, I was permitted to live among them and train in their ways. Those days were some of the most grueling I remember, but they were tremendously rewarding. For instance, I had the privilege of visiting Lapis Canyon, the tribe's sacred grounds. It is so named for the ceruleum deposits that wells up to the surface, turning the entire canyon a brilliant blue. Under a shaman's watchful eye, I finally managed to master the Wallaki's art and take the animal's powers as my own. As no name existed for it in the common tongue, I took the liberty of naming it Blue Magic. The reason I chose this color, as you will have doubtless gleaned, is for the significance it holds to the Wallaki. I cannot think of a name more fitting to honor the people from whom this noble magic was born. Having perused a wide selection, should I wish to read the books again, I can talk to something. But now, let's go talk to Raha. Scoured the library to your satisfaction, have you? Excellent. While there are few books wholly dedicated to the subject of Turol, I dare say you found tidbits of useful information scattered here and there. But come, let's continue this outside. The mammoths do not take kindly to chatter. Okay. I feel like we're going to move into a voiced cutscene, maybe. Maybe not with this background music. Nope. Now then, I'm quite keen to hear your honest impressions. I couldn't help but notice that we read the very same book on cuisine. I was pleasantly surprised to find references to Turol within. Among them, did anything in particular pique your interest? Popatos, I have a newfound appreciation for them. I was rather taken with the tale of Kettenray. Ah yes, the renowned Lominsan explorer who traversed the Indigo Deep and discovered the unknown West. And his accomplishments didn't end there. He traveled Turol extensively and even forged a friendship with the Dawn Servant. If we were able to meet Kettenray, what things we could learn. Alas, all of this happened nigh 80 years ago. and he may no longer be alive to tell us his tales. But moving on, did you perchance learn aught about the fauna of Tyrol? Given your adventuring background, I expect the topic would interest you. I learned about wyverns. Ah yes, the great horned beasts kept by Mamulja, who unleashed them on fortified positions to devastating effect. That reminds me, I recall hearing that a few specimens were brought to Vilbrand not long ago. Perhaps it's possible to see them on the island. Possibly. I thought I heard familiar voices. Fancy running into the two of you here. Well, well. Have some research of your own to do. Do you? Aye, we hope to arm ourselves with knowledge that may benefit the Garlean people. Having forged a new trade agreement with Rods at Han, they will next look to foster relations with other nations. This includes former imperial provinces. In view of this, we hope to find hints in history on how neighbors of differing races and ideologies might engage with one another. And what of you two? What endeavor brings you here this day? Well, you should meet Wook Lamet. People from the New World want us to go and help them. And as always, it's what we're gonna do. Obviously, it's what we're gonna do. A nation composed of the disparate peoples of Tyrol. I dare say, this is precisely the kind of example we seek. We do well to read up on Tuliyollal ourselves. That's going to be a hard one for me to learn until I hear it more often. The contest. Is Aralith the only one allowed to help Wook Lamet? There was no mention of such restrictions, as I recall. On the contrary, Wook Lamet gave us the impression that she could have several champions. I think I know how to make the most of our respite. Follow me, Alphino. We have planning to do. Alize, wait! 'Twould seem our plans have changed, if you'll excuse me. You don't have to be so formal, buddy. You really don't. They never could rest on their laurels. Come, let us return to the annex. He just turned into Alphino. Come, let us return to the annex. I feel like that was closer, but still not great. Ba-da-da-da-ba-da-da-da. We're gonna stop hearing that song soon. Alright. This one's gonna be voice acted. It's just got that vibe.
Oh, it's just... Despite all that we've learned, I can't help but feel we've yet to hear the whole story.
Agreed.
What about you, my friend? Are you inclined to accept or refuse Wook Lamet's request?
Bro, is that even a question? Of course I'm going. I'll never say no to a new adventure.
Ha! I thought you might say that. With an intrepid attitude such as yours, I believe all shall be well. Be it the contest or something else, there will be many trials for you to overcome at your destination.
Yup.
But in the course of seeing new lands and meeting new people, you'll surely find a way forward. That's what adventurers do, is it not? such a journey would be the envy of many a scholar. Distant as it is, Tural remains largely unknown to us, with only meager records to be found in Numenor. The experiences to be had, all the things you might hear, feel, and think. It's enough to stir me to the core.
Bro, why are you using Heidelin's words on me?
Life is a series of journeys, my friend, and there's no telling what awaits us on the long road.
Yeah.
But what's important is to be true to yourself as you walk it. Only then can we hope to be content when we arrive at the end of one and step forward into another. Ah, but there's an idea.
What?
I have a matter to attend to at the Agora. Please, go on inside. I will join you shortly.
Okay. I'm intrigued. Yeah, Folly will tell me about it later. Which, for those of you who may be catching one of my videos for the first time, Folly is my wife's character, and is Aerolith's wife, and my alternate character, Morrigan's sister. Aww, what's Thancred doing over there? What indeed? Huh. He had quite a smirk on his face. Welcome back, Aerolith. If you're looking for Wook Lamat, she is currently with the others in her chambers. If you like, I can go and fetch them. Have Ojika fetch him. Understood. Please wait in the main hall. Wait at the designated location. I feel like this one's going to be voice acted too. So I'm just going to get me out of the way now. That is a big map. But that's just Northern Hemisphere.
You have the look of someone who's made up their mind. Go on then. Let's hear it.
I wish to boldly go where I've never gone before. No, I've never been one to turn down an adventure. Although I like the reference.
Excellent. You'll be compensated for your troubles, of course. But I dare say your time in Tural will be its own reward.
Agreed.
You're not planning to leave without us, are you?
Of course not.
Alphino, Alize! What are you two doing here?
We happened to cross paths at Numenor earlier, you see, and I told them about Wooklamat. And when we fortuitously met again at the Agora just now, they expressed an interest in meeting our visitor.
Ah, you must be the twins who are sneaking after Erenville's toads.
100 things about us you could have told her, and you chose that!
It's a great story!
First impressions last.
That's true too.
"'Tis an honor and a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Your Highness. Alphino Leveilleur at your service, and this is my sister Alize."
Oh no, let's not do that. I really can't stand titles.
I love her so much.
You want to participate in the contest too, is that right?
Yes, they do.
Indeed we do. We've been assisting with the rebuilding effort in Garlemald. Yet while progress is being made, the question remains of how the nation might reconcile with its neighbors. We believe there is much we might learn from Tuliolal, a nation founded on unity. And in return for this honor, we would spare no effort in supporting your claim.
The more the merrier, I say. And I'd be keen to learn about Eorzea and Garlemald from you as well.
Having recruited so many committed and capable allies, I presume you have no need for my continued assistance?
You couldn't be farther from the truth.
Like I told you before, you're indispensable. They're strong, aye, but strangers to our land. They need someone to guide them, to point out the dangers and spare them grisly deaths.
Appreciated.
I can't think of anyone better suited to that task than you. What's more, despite your assertions, I know you haven't given up on the City of Gold.
As I recall, Kryl, you were the first to state your desire to visit Tural.
Perhaps I was. Still, I can't help but worry about being away just when our order is beginning to find its feet again.
This will be good for the
You have
students.
nothing to worry about. I haven't forgotten how you held the fort while I set off to explore Alzadal's legacy. It's only fair that I return the favor. Pray, leave the students to Ojika and me.
Wait.
But, Raha...
Is he not going?
You want to retrace your grandfather's steps, don't you? This is a rare opportunity, and I insist that you seize it.
Is he not going?
Thank you, Raha. Thank you.
Well, looks like it's settled. I'm counting on you all to help me win the throne.
We will.
I suppose now is a good time to show you what I spent a small fortune on at the Agora.
A map of the New World?
There.
Yeah.
This, my friends, is the latest map of the world, created to celebrate our friendship with the Loporrits. Cast your eyes west of Sharlayan, for there it lies. The site of your next great adventure, Tural.
Okay. We have a lot of islands down here and stuff that we haven't explored yet either, but he's talking over here. Okay. There's the Endwalker theme song. Fuck yes, I love this song. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Like, legit. This is the first expansion that I will be... Well, I guess technically I was playing the game when Endwalker dropped, but this will be the first one that I'm current for. And I'm so excited. Ooh. Artwork. We'll speed it up a little bit. That's a good artwork of Alpha. That's a good one of Alize. God, I wish we had a release date for Dawntrail, though. Oh, that's a good one of Kryl. She's adorable. all we have is summer of 2024. Summer of this year. That's all we know for release date. So we're probably sitting at least 5 months away. 4, maybe, if we're lucky. That's a good one of Y'shtola. Stinian. I've seen that one of Thancred. Oh, that's a really good one of Urianger as a astrologian. Probably adorable as ever. That's a good one of them all. Are we gonna get like one more of... Ooh! We're just gonna be excited when she sees that one. Alright, let's turn this quest in and be done. What am I gonna do until Dawntrail? Lest you wonder about your passage to Tyrol, Arenville will arrange a ship through his guild. You need only worry about your own preparations. Speaking of which, please take this with you. A rugged and ready knapsack. May it serve you well on your coming adventures. Now I'm not sure when departure will be, but rest assured I'll let you know when I hear something. Till then, please take your ease. We're gonna get like one more cutscene, I think. Meanwhile, in Limsa Lominsa. Okay. Oh, Estinian.
When does the next ship set sail?
May I ask your destination?
The north and east, I've already seen. I suppose I'll head west this time.
West, you say?
Is that how he gets to the Isle? Okay. I guess that's fair. He's about the only character that wasn't really accounted for, because they mentioned like Thancred and Urianger and stuff. Maybe this is what that'll be right here, actually. Oh yeah, look at that. If I would have just stayed quiet a little bit longer.
I see you've made up your mind. I had a feeling you'd be keen.
But to think that our comrades too are thither bound. Fate doth work in mysterious ways.
That it does. So you guys aren't going for the same reason we are.
Indeed. It will be a grueling task, having to contend with them.
Are they going under someone else's request?
If the prospect doth trouble thee, 'tis not too late to decline the petition. Though thine expression would suggest thou art far from perturbed.
Interesting.
Oh, how could I possibly be, knowing what's to come?
Okay.
Then let us delay no further and secure passage on a vessel.
Aye. This will be a mission to remember. Come, my friend. We make for Tyrol.
Huh. I'm not quite sure what to make of that. I mean, clearly I don't think they're going to be bad guys.
Tell me, have you been to the ruins beneath the waters of the Bounty?
That we've done.
Or the treasure islands beyond the frozen waters of Blind Frost in Offerd's north?
Don't think we've done that.
The fabled golden cities of the New World.
That's the one. Unless the stuff to Offerd's north was the one of the variant dungeons. Could be. Weigh anchor now, the tide is high, and dawn of new adventure nigh. Row forth to break horizon's bond, and tread the gilded path beyond. Damn. Emmett's Selk has been added to the Unending Codex? Alright, fuck it, we're gonna read that real quick. Not Wondrous Tales, what the hell are you doing? A man whose true name was Hades, mighty sorcerer of Eld, who became Solus Zos Galvus, founding father of the Garlean Empire, who threatened the world as the most dangerous of foes, who stood at your side as the most dependable of friends, an ancient who clove to his ideals to the bitter end, a man who rendered up his all for the people he loved, a man who once lived. Fucking hell. Damn. Ooh, boy! That was something. That was something. I'm so excited for Dawntrail. I wish we had a release date, but we don't. But you can bet when it drops, we will be streaming it at twitch.tv/CalebGames here. Probably the week it comes out, we're gonna probably stream it every day. And probably gonna stream it every day at that point until we clear the MSQ. But fuck. Damn. I'm so excited. Anyway, thanks for watching, YouTube. I hope you enjoyed our look at patch 6.55 MSQ. And all of that good stuff. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe down below. Hit the bell for notifications. All those things that help me with the algorithm on YouTube. And I already mentioned Twitch, so I'm not going to do it again. But thanks for watching, YouTube. I love you, and I will see you around.